Hello, everyone. Happy Wednesday or Thursday, depending on what side of that date line you're on. Stay with me today. I am actually sharing two graphs from today because I pulled one graph and then I was feeling something, had a couple of clients, and then I looked at the Schumann and there was a change again. So this is so exciting and I can't wait to share it with you. You guys know the drill, though. First, we must welcome our new global members. Here is who we've got. East Hampton, Massachusetts, Lincolnshire in the UK. Welcome. Methuen, Mass. I think it's near Lowell, they said. I hope I pronounced that right and didn't butcher it. Obiland, Obiland, Ohio, and Sumter, South Carolina. Welcome. Please keep dropping in the comments where you're from. I am mapping this out for us so that we can see where everybody's shining their light and bringing it together here. And so many of you have said to me, I'm not sure how I landed here, and I can tell you, you followed the energy here. What an amazing community we have growing here. I love the comments and you guys are sharing and supporting each other. And that is the name of the game here. Because know what we're creating? More, oops, I'm pointing the wrong way. More of this stuff. We're creating more of that just by loving each other wholeheartedly here, unconditionally, with no judgment. We're creating more light, more love. So let's keep the love train rolling. And oh, before I keep going, I do want to make a fun announcement. Tomorrow, I'm going to be doing the Schumann at a set time, which I usually don't. I usually follow the energy, but there's a special reason. So tomorrow, Thursday in the US, so Thursday at 12 noon Pacific time, I will do the Schumann and I will be joined by Renee, who's our lovely cohort on the podcast. Tracy is busy, but you will be seeing me and Renee tomorrow here at noon Pacific time. And I'll do the report and then we're gonna do a Q&A. So if you have some questions for us about like what the heck is going on, we'll be here answering live. Now, it'll be our first time doing that with questions coming in. So we're going to do it messy and follow it. So bear with us on the technology part. Okay, so now let's get to it because I'm giving you two Schumanns and then one large graph. And when I get to the chakra, I know I forgot a chakra the other day. Thank you. The beauty is I don't need to use my brain because we have a loving community here. And you guys helped me out there, so I appreciate it. So give me a second. I will get the melon out of the way, and then let's talk about this energy. It is good things coming. Good things are coming our way. Yay! We're finally getting out of the washing machine. That's what I'll tell you. Okay, here we go. So we can still see, you can see here over my head, that was yesterday, that big, it was like 18 hours of light coming in. And then here, this was it, last night into this morning, and this was pulled right at, you can see, so the edge of this graph there was 11 a.m. my time this morning. And this is that typical stitching pattern. You can see some of these that come all the way down, these green lines, they're super thin on there, but those are those little purging things that help us integrate. The green is energy integrating. That can feel like the washing machine a little bit. So I felt a little curious about this one because normally for me, this comes with fatigue. I kind of feel that integration happening, feeling the solar plexus, but that did not happen today. And I think I mentioned this yesterday. I said, this doesn't feel like the same integration. It's like a lot less noticeable and kind of kept in that good feeling that comes with the light. So hold on to that thought. And I'm going to switch to Schumann part two. Time lapse happening really fast. Here we go. Okay, so you can see this one. I know that it's got that big white margin at the top, but I wanted to show the entire chart, so I couldn't shrink it down any more than this. But look at this. This was at it's now 4:30 my time. This was starting to come in a little before 4 p.m. and I felt it. And I thought I was about to come in and record and I thought, well, let me go see. And I saw this beauty coming in and I thought, let's talk about this. So here is what's happening. Um, because of all of the masses of new awakenings continuing to happen, on Earth here, including Earth ascending, it's drawing in more light and more light. And the clearing periods are faster and harder. So I did have a weird experience yesterday where I felt like a bunch of memories coming through really fast. It was like somebody put a part of your life on fast forward and they were like boop, 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 and they just blipped by. And I was like, oh, why is that coming up? Why is that coming up? And I know by now why it's coming up. It's just on its way out. And sometimes it kind of waves at us on the way out. Hi, remember me? You didn't like this feeling, but I was just waving one more time on my way out. Thank you. Besos and go. So that is what's happening. So, and I'm mentioning this for a reason because the temptation could be, we've been doing all this work. I thought I cleared that. And now it's waving at me it's not taunting you. I promise. It's waving at you. This is like confirmation that it is gone. It's going out of your system. Remember, we're going into 5D. We're naked. Naked and no luggage, no backpacks, nada. We're just clean. So these things will pop up. Anything you're holding on to is going to keep presenting itself to you in different ways until you go, okay, okay, I'm going to let you go because I'm taking a trip over to 5D where it's all love and light, and you're a part of the struggle and suffer bus, and you need to transmute your ass back to love and light, period, and just let it go. And a lot of it's habit, a lot of it is comfort. And I can tell you already, like my favorite foods, I stopped craving. Like odd things like that. It's like the newness, the new energies, which is what I was guided. The new energies are going to keep unfolding and keep unfolding. So the energy is supporting us letting go to the whoopee blanket. So if you had one whoopee blanket, you're going to swap it for a new, bigger, better one. I promise. Okay. So again, you see this is like coming all the way down. This is coming through all chakras. But I'm going to get to the chakra chart. And yes, I will talk about all of them today and not leave out that one special one. So give me a second. Let me get the chakra chart up. Okay, here we go. So before I get to this, I was reminded, the guides are very bossy these days, that a few of you made some really important shares in the community. So I'm going to jump on those first. And then for now, you can just take a peek at the chart, though. You can see I have the 11:30 a.m. This is congruent with that on the other graph. And then here is the light that we have coming in now. And then on the other side of my head there, that was yesterday's light coming in. But I wanted to address a couple of comments. Someone said, right now and all day today, I felt like a volcano is erupting from inside of me. That's accurate because we're purging. You're releasing energy. And you can see all this activity on this graph in particular. It's wow, it's crazy, crazy big. A few of you have said that one of our viewers, Sadie, had made a comment, and quite a few of you have had similar experiences. And by the way, a couple of you mentioned experiences that you had where you were seeing electricity or seeing light and grids, and that's Renee's mojo. She sees those things too. So, feel free to pop some questions in or join us tomorrow with some when we're doing the Q&A, because that's Renee's mojo all the way, and she can share some really cool, maybe just give you some context about how she interprets these light experiences. And I think, gosh, there were so many good shares. I think those were the key ones that I wanted to bring up. But I love, bringing forth when there's more than one of you feeling the same thing. Gosh, it's perfectly normal for some of you too. No one's left behind, and each of us is going to experience this differently. So there's no better or further along in this ascension process. What happens is our consciousness, which is what jumps first, comes back, and then our mind body, our emotional body, and our physical body follows. And knowing the sensitivity of the physical body, our consciousness decides how much we're ready to receive, right? So we've all been flung forward, and then as we're ready to receive it, that's when we'll bring it in. All of you that are sharing about being outside in nature and connecting, absolutely grounding right now will tremendously help you. I love everybody. Yay for the lavender Epsom salt baths. Oh, and someone left a beautiful recipe in there. I felt like it was a virtual spa treatment the way she described it. So I keep those shares coming because, like right now, anything and everything we can do just to get through this, energetic storm we're in, it's all for our own best and highest good. So, and we're in the new energy. The new grid is in place. It's a 5D grid, which is beautiful. So now we're being called to shift our operating systems. And quite a few of you have shared experiences and how you were following the energy. Someone just a few minutes ago I saw said that a song came into her head and she turned it on and she got her groove on and she felt great, felt the release. And exactly movement, any kind of movement that you feel inspired to do, like crank on the tunes and let it rock because you're helping the energy to go out of your body, right? We're processing it and it's all about a flow and opening up and receiving this light. So cool stuff happening. Okay, so now let's get to the famous chakra chart here, shall we? So yesterday I pointed out this top one here, right, is the crown. And this one is, covered by, we do follow copyright law here. So this yellow, the one kind of follows, you see a peek of it here. It's very similar to the crown one. But what I forgot about when I was talking about the yellow line yesterday, well, I mentioned it was the solar plexus. This too is home of our heart chakra. But nothing to worry about because today I was guided that the chakra that is getting the most um, amount of new consciousness is, you guessed it, the heart chakra. And thank you for those of you that so politely said, Patty, what about that heart chakra? So in this time period that we're in right now, which can last for 5 minutes these days, but I was guided that this is heart opening. So how do we support that? This is where things that warm your heart and help it to open energetically is the best way I can put it. For me, like I can get on YouTube and watch videos of baby cows and dolphins, puppies, and you know, what whatever just puts a smile on your face and anywhere where you can see love, where you can see love. If you have a pet, that is a heart opening energetic experience and that will support you. If you feel like you're out of sorts with all this energy coming through, take a moment and find one of those yummy, warm feelings and milk it. Milk it. Because what are you doing? You're creating more of that energy. Remember, everything that we're creating, and it's like my gratitude to all of you for being here and bringing your light and shining your light, not only where you are, but within our community. It's so powerful because it is radiating outward. It's radiating outward. That's what's contributing to that 5D grid. And we are literally ascending out of lack, limitation, fear, worry, doubt. We're ascending out of it completely. And it's just a choice of what you want to create. And do not worry if it's still a struggle. It can feel like old patterns come up, old habits. It's the energy and the guides are supporting us like in ways I can't even begin to tell you. Like now I sense so many more of them being present. And it's so quick when you have a thought. Today I had a thought come in about soccer, which does happen frequently, by the way. But I saw an email about some international soccer, and I thought every team was listed on the games except Brazil. I was like, what? So I was like, let me push another button here. Where is Brazil playing a friendly soccer? They're playing in Los Angeles, California in like 10 days. So ticket purchased, fun to be had. Woo-hoo-hoo. I'm so excited. Like that's going to keep me charged up till that day and during that day. So, follow. This is how our soul knows what we love. Just like that, our community member who just shared that song popped in her head. She turned it on and danced. You know, Follow those impulses because your soul is guiding you. It drops in things you love to keep you in this beautiful, joyful, loving energy. Welcome to 5D. Yeah. Anyway, I love all of you. And do not forget tomorrow at noon Pacific time. And I will put an announcement in the community. Maybe we'll do one of those fancy YouTube premiere announcement type things, just so it's in the awareness. We will be there. If you can't make it and you've got any questions you want us to answer, you can get my email in the profile or pop it in here in one of the comments. I see them all and we'll address it live for you. So I love you all and hang on to your hats. The roller coaster ride is getting good now. Mwah. Bye. See you tomorrow.